We are recording.
Awesome. Welcome to the first gameplay video on the Archived Keeper YouTube channel. I'm here with my wife. Neither of us are experts. These are not meta decks. These are, they have some good cards in them, don't get me wrong, but most of it is, you know, just kind of stuff I've picked out from playing games, kind of starting with a net deck and then developing it from there after trial and error. You know, we're playing with our life counters are going to be some old Magic spin downs. We've got Eldritch Moon, and I think that's Dragons of Tarkir. And neither of us are certainly rules experts either. You know, I've been playing Magic since middle school, which was almost 20 years ago, but I was never a great player.
Did you want me to go grab the iPad for the rules?
That's right here.
Oh, okay, you got it.
Yeah, we got it. We're prepared. We're ready.
Okay. Maybe.
Well, we're as ready as we're going to be. So this is going to be a really casual gameplay video. I have played probably a dozen games of Sorcery. My wife Shannon's played 3 or 4.
3.
3? Okay. And I'm not a rules expert, so I might say something wrong in this video. We might play something wrong in this video.
I will for sure play something wrong.
But I wanted to, kind of the goal of this is to maybe provide a different perspective on...
Are yours ready to be?
Yeah, you can cut me. On what gameplay looks like at a kitchen table level.
Are these ones yours?
This is my...
Okay.
That should be yours. I cut.
Okay.
I'll find out here real soon when we draw, and I'm either gonna look smart or I'm gonna look dumb. You're only ever one or the other.
I'm just gonna look dumb. So it's 3 and 3, right?
Yep. As far as I know, we might be starting off the mistakes. Yeah, this is my side stick. So, yeah, it's these are not meta decks. We are not good players, but this is hopefully a good representation of kitchen table, sort of beginner to mid-range level Sorcery.
I'm gonna keep all of
Not
mine.
a good card, but a funny card. I like this. I'm gonna pitch one spell. Okay, that was probably a bad mulligan decision, but we're gonna roll with it.
Better your bad than mine.
Roll for initiative. 7, beat a 7. You did. You're 9. Would you like to go first or second? If you go second, you get to draw a card. If you go first, you have the kind of the momentum, the initiative.
I'll go second.
You go second? Okay. Everybody on the internet's probably screaming right now that first is always the optimal. It's not always the optimal, even in competitive settings. Sometimes you want to be on the draw, not the play. Okay, so do I have any cool...
Well, I mean, in my defense, I'm a newbie to all of this,
So, going to tap Waveshaper to play an Autumn River. Has Genesis ability. Can look at my next spell. May put it on the bottom of my spell book. I am not going to put it on the bottom of my spell book. I'm going to keep it on the top. And that's my turn.
Sorry.
Actually, no, sorry. I do have one drop. I'm going to cast a Porcupine Pufferfish. Go ahead.
So I get a draw.
You can draw a card, which means a sight or a spell. If you are in Sorcery, if you're told to draw a card, it can be a...
Tap to play a sight. Hang on, do I want to play that one?
I know silence is bad radio.
I'm going to play Gothic Tower.
Okay.
And so it says, if this is the only Gothic Tower you control, gain +1 this turn.
Yep.
So I'm going to play my Palavery bats.
Just on the surface, not burrowed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they be flying.
Anything else?
Nope.
I will draw, untap. Then I will draw a spell for turn. Okay. Now, turn 2. Well, if I can, tap. Play a pond. It has a Genesis ability. This turn, the next beast cast to this site costs 1 less, ignoring threshold. My Tufted Turtles is an ordinary beast that normally would cast for 3 mana, but here I can cast for 2. And he is just an ordinary beast with a plated pelt, and his ability reads, the first time Tufted Turtles would take damage each turn, prevent that damage. So I gotta hurt him twice. He's a 3 for 2, but it's pretty solid ability. And then I'll just move my Porcupine Pufferfish up and say go. Untap.
Untap.
Sorry.
And draw my card.
Untap, upkeep, draw. There's no upkeep. Dear reader, there is no upkeep.
Okay.
Might be.
So I'm going to tap to play a land.
Yep.
So I get a look at your hand.
That is Genesis ability. Got anything cool?
You got frogs.
I do have frogs. This was the first iteration of this deck, was like a net decked frog list. Just because frogs are awesome, and I modified it slightly over time.
What are
I
the
think
submerged frog tokens?
so. Frog tokens are 0 power. Somewhere once upon a time I had some frog tokens sitting around. Now I just have these foot soldiers and stuff. They're 0 power. They have submerge. So submerge just means they can go to the bottom level on water sites.
Okay.
So for earth sites, it's burrowing. For water sites, or for land sites, sorry, which land sites would be earth, air, and fire. You can burrow on those sites.
And it's your turn.
Okay, you're not gonna move the bats? Just making sure. That's fine. You don't have to. No, it's all good. Yeah, actually, they're maybe better defenders than where they are. I'm gonna draw a site for turn. Okay, interesting.
Okay, nearby is the 9.
Yes.
Adjacent is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, adjacent. So like adjacent to the lookout would be.
Okay. But nearby is.
It's all mine.
Okay.
Whereas adjacent is just the 5. I believe we looked it up, and adjacent does include the square that you're on as well. Yeah, then I think the play is tap to play a tadpole pool. My understanding is that this threshold counts towards the 3 threshold required for the Genesis ability. If I'm wrong, then I'm a horrible person. None of us are using lances, so I'm going to use these lances as frog tokens. This is, I don't know, if you played Magic, like in the 2000s, especially if you were a poor high school kid making minimum wage working at a, oh, they're submerged, working at a radio station or something, we used just about anything we could get our hands on for tokens. So these say lance, they look like lances, but they are in fact frogs.
They're just lance-shaped frogs.
They're lance-shaped frogs. 0 power lance-shaped frogs. Then I will attack your site for 1. And attack your site for 2. Go ahead. Any questions? Miss looking at the camera and laughing.
Okay.
Untap.
Untap. Draw a card. Okay. I'm going to tap to play a site.
And it says enemy units atop nearby sites permanently lose stealth.
I'm going to play my half eagle.
Neat.
And that's my turn.
Neat. I don't know that it's going to be very relevant anyway. I'm thinking this is not going to be too relevant against airborne creatures anyway. I could be wrong about that. I'm going to go ahead and draw a spell for turn. That was the right decision. Okay. I'm going to tap to play an undertow here. It does have a Genesis ability. This is staying within this body of water. Move target unit 1 step. I'm assuming that's a May ability. Like, I don't have to move one of my frogs. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm forced to move a frog. It's a good question. It's actually not ever come up. Usually what you want to do with this card is use her Waveshaper's second ability to, like, flood this site, and then I can draw your Host Eagle in. But with Airborne, it's not as useful, because even if I draw it in, I can't attack it, because Airborne's a good ability. So, I mean, it doesn't say May, so let's, for the sake of, we'll move one of my submerged frog tokens over there. Then I will use all 4 of my mana to play a Lord of Unland. There, I do have the water threshold for it. 3 power, he has Submerge, and other allies occupying Lord of Unland's body of water have +1 power. So now, this is one of the best cards for this deck, especially the frog iterations, because it makes now all my frogs have 1 power. They're not totally useless. Go ahead. Oh. Wow, I'm bad at the game. Should I just let you go ahead, or should I?
I mean, you said go ahead.
Okay, that's fine. This is what I meant when I said I'm bad at card games. I should untap those at the beginning of the turn. I was just not paying attention.
Untap.
Usually I'm not that bad, but it's a little weird being filmed. We'll get through it. We're having a nice time.
Yeah.
There's a comedian that says that, Dusty Slay, I think. He's like, yeah, we're having a good time. I have to tell audiences we're having a good time, because I can't take the risk on asking them, are we having a good time? Because they might say no. So I just tell them we're having a good time.
So, tap
To play Bottomless Pit. Yep. Whenever a non-airborne minion enters this site, kill it. Seems strong.
And then I'm going
Hey,
to play.
stupid question. The audio's recording too, right?
It should be, yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll find out later, I guess.
I ain't never done this before. Okay. I'm going to play Pegasus.
So pretty.
I know. It's one of my favorite cards.
3 power airborne. Pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Doing anything else?
Nope.
Okie dokie. Untap. Untap. Yeah, man. Airborne is definitely a strong ability. Okay, what are we doing here? Should I... I'm going to draw a sight for turn. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good ability. If we're being honest, that's a pretty good ability. All right. And we do want to build up. So, I'm going to tap to play a Kelp Cavern. Kelp Cavern has a Genesis ability. It says to look at your bottom 3 spells. Put 1 on top of my spell book. That would be, I mean, kind of convenient. I don't know how much I really need it. I guess I'm only supposed to look at the bottom 3 spells, so I'm cheating. Judge, I'm cheating, and there's relevant information too, because I was kind of curious how much this card's going to come in handy. Go ahead and put this guy on top. How much do I want to risk? I don't really want to trade with Lord of Unland, like at all. Sadly, those guys are not in my body of water yet. Either. But I will go ahead and attack you for 2. And then attack your sight for 1. And I'm not going to be able to defend that undertow next turn, I'm realizing. Pegasus is just going to come in, and it's going to be rough. I guess I just have to hope I win the race. Go ahead.
Untap.
If you draw a rolling boulder right now, that'd be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You have the 4 mana to play it. I just lined everything up for you. He's submerged. He's fine. My little land-shaped frog will be just fine.
Okay, so I'm going to tap to play a sight.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to play it right here.
Oh,
Sacrificing call, destroy a nearby site.
fair enough. So for the sake of our viewers too, Sinkhole, well, really for the sake of our viewers, because you know this already, we've talked about it, but the gives no threshold, but does still give a mana. So
Okay. So that puts me at 5. So I'm going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to play. None of yours has stealth, do they?
none of my creatures have stealth, no.
Okay. So I'm going to play my Hounds of right there.
Ondaros, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to play that one to attack yours for 3.
I think 3. Down to 17. My go?
Yep.
Host Eagle just hanging out, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Not gonna. So I think just, and I'm not sure, rules lawyers online might tell me different. I think you can sacrifice this the turn you play it, if you wanted to. So the benefit to that, my understanding of the rules, again, so that no one, I mean, please feel free to correct me in the comments, but you sinkhole, if you were to sinkhole targeting tadpole pole, for instance, tadpole pole would be destroyed. And maybe this is not true, because maybe when you destroy a site, does it get replaced with rubble? I think it does. So the creatures wouldn't die. I think it's kind of a flavor L, as the kids say, because like if it's a sinkhole, you should take all the creatures with it. Well, if I remembered the passcode to this, you wanna help me out here? I think it's just rubble, so I think it doesn't work the way. I was thinking like, oh man, she's gonna sacrifice that sinkhole and take out my Lord of Unland, but I'm pretty sure. The longer I think about it, the more sure I am that sinkhole would just create rubble. Let's go to. This is part of the game. At least every game I've ever played has involved trips to Curiosa.
Is this still recording okay?
Yeah, it seems to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's recording something. Whether or not it's recording audio, I guess we'll find out later.
I mean, it should be. It's a video. You record a video, it records audio.
Records the audio, yeah. I would think so. Hopefully I'm... Oh, man. Curiosa is riding the struggle bus.
I feel that. I'm riding the struggle bus, too.
Okay, let's try something else.
I got my squirrel here, so he makes me happy, so it makes it easier.
Yeah, while I'm doing this, why don't you tell the viewers about your little...
My little squirrel?
Yeah, your lucky card.
Was it last week?
Mm-hmm.
That we opened a box of Arthurian Legends? And Brian pulled... I pulled the squirrel, and I was like, oh, look at this cute squirrel. And Brian's like, oh, look, I got the shiny version.
Yeah, yeah, so I gave it to her, and now it's her lucky charm. So yeah, confirmed off, mostly off of Reddit posts, which is not the most reliable, but it's rubble. I know it's rubble. So yeah, it wouldn't be as much of a setback as I thought it was. I was like, man, she's gonna kill my Lord of Unland with her sinkhole, but no.
But then rubble goes there.
Yeah, just rubble would go there, and then they would still exist. Because the thing is, like, they don't have void walk, so they can't exist in the void. So if there was a way for you to totally take away this site without destroying it, but destroying it just leaves rubble, and rubble is not the void.
Yeah.
So were you ending your turn? Was that?
Yeah.
Okay. Untap. Yeah, you got some big critters out now. I'm in trouble. I really need the site. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Gonna tap him to play a site. There, it's a free city. Excuse me. An exceptional site kneels before none. The site itself has 3 power, and it says once per turn may attack or defend against enemy units here. Kinda neat. If you ask me. Which unfortunately means I still can't flood one of your sites to turn it into a body of water and benefit from Lord of Unland and all that. But I have 6 mana, so I can play a Saruman Hydra, who is 6 power and is an elite monster of multifarious might. Multifarious. And anyway, his rules text is immune to non-lethal damage. The flavor text reads, fell the tree and the branches are soon cut off. Interesting. Ah, I see. So that's kind of cool. I never noticed that before. Like, the flavor of it is that The reason it's immune to non-lethal damage is like if you cut off one of the heads, it doesn't totally kill the Hydra. You have to actually totally kill the Hydra to kill the Hydra, all in one fell swoop, which is why it's immune to non-lethal damage. That's cool. That's a big flavor W. Man, the thing is, if I attack, you can just defend. Although lethal and tufted turtles kind of protected. Can you, I don't know how this has never come up before, can you defend with multiple minions? I don't see why not. Let us consult the Sorcery rulebook. That's probably where I'm losing all the Sorcery fans now. They're like, how does this guy not know if you can if you can defend with, because so my concern is if I attack with the tufted turtles, can you bring in the Host Eagle to defend and the Hounds of Ondaros? So we're just gonna check the defend section in the rule book, which is, I think, I was thinking it was pretty close to the top. I should have looked at the basic moves, sure, basic abilities. Here we go. Attacking the enemy. Defend. Defend is one of two basic abilities that you can use on your opponent's turn because it is a triggered ability. The other's intercept. If an enemy uses its move and attack basic ability to attack a unit or site you control, any of your other units that can reach the attack's location may tap to defend. Any number of units may defend against a single enemy. Perfect. I have read the rulebook, I promise, but it's, you know, I don't know how many. I don't think the situation's ever come up.
I have not.
Any of the games? Yeah. In any of the games I've played, so I just information's in one ear and out the other. Because I also don't get to play super consistently. So my Tufted Turtles might be in for it, because you could just hose them, and I would have no recourse because he only has 2 power. So I'd rather, if you want to do that, make you attack with both than allow you to defend with both, because then you could untap and still attack. So Tufted Turtles are just going to hang out there, but I will attack you for 1 with the Porcupine. Now, you can block it, but lethal means lethal.
So it would kill mine.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever you block with would die. Which you could even block with the Palaberry Bats, for that matter.
Not yet. I'll take 1.
Okay. Is that all I'm doing with my turn? Probably. Wondering if there isn't some progress. I just keep thinking Host Eagle could attack something at some point, somewhere. But I should move all my little guys up now that I have like Saruman Hydra. I've got some good creatures out, and they can all kind of help each other defend, no matter what happens. So I'm not as dependent on my little froggy boys. So I'm going to unsubmerge all of my lance-shaped frogs, so that they're up and about and doing things. That might bite me in the ass, but c'est la vie. Go ahead.
Okay. So
A needle pulling thread.
smart ass.
So while she's thinking, show the viewers. Keep thinking. So when I originally wanted to get her into the game, she said Avatar of Air was her favorite, but it's a pretty pricey card. So I made a little proxy. And yeah, I mean, it's indistinguishable, really, I think, if you...
No, you made the proxy, though, when you had ordered this, but it wasn't in yet. But
Oh, okay.
the rest of my cards were, we wanted to play.
That's right.
I like it better. Right, so I can play
not
too,
bad
right?
other
If
than
I
my
have the
hair.
mana, I can play
Yeah,
too.
if you can play however many spells you have the mana for, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to play this one. This one.
Okay.
Here. I'll play it there. And then I'll play
Boy, I'm
that over there.
getting out-creatured here. This is ugly.
Okay, so I can move that one there, and you can't attack it, right?
Well, I could attack it on my next turn. If you move it there, I would not have a chance to defend it on your turn. I would only be able to do that if you attacked the site. But if you were to just move there, no, that's not a move is not a defendable
Okay,
action.
can I see freezing?
Yeah, but I could on my next turn attack because I can
Okay,
attack or
that's
defend.
right. Okay.
Again, my understanding, but I think that's accurate. Which
Now it's just if I attack you that site again, are you going to defend it?
only one way to find out.
Well, look, we're going to find out. So I'm going to attack your site for 3.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and defend. So the Pegasus will be dead.
Yeah. Okay. So mean to me.
Sorry. But I mean it's not
No, I'm going to tap to draw a site. And end my
Okay.
turn.
okay. You don't wanna okay, that's fine.
What?
Well, I was just thinking the reason you were doing that was so that you could swing in with hounds.
I didn't know I
but-
could.
No, you can make however many attacks you want.
Okay, well then yeah.
But
well,
like, so I mean, not so it wouldn't be if you're thinking of like not in the same combat. But I didn't know if. So the downside would be I could still hit it back next turn. Although, no, it has airborne, so I couldn't. So see what like the move here is, now you can attack the site, but I can't defend because I'm already tapped,
You're already tapped. Okay. So
dealing you
yeah,
4
let's
damage,
do
and then
that.
I can't hit you back next turn because he has airborne.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so I will take 4. And then, I mean...
And yeah, and then I tap to draw my site.
Yeah, I mean, really, like... Oh, no. So Lord of Unland could... I was going to say, because he has airborne, he could attack here or here, but Lord of Unland can defend both of those. However, you have to kind of know that I'm probably not going to... Like, Lord of Unland is more about his abilities than he is about his power, strictly. So, like, Host Eagle for Lord of Unland is actually a pretty good trade for you. At least from my perspective.
So I should attack it.
I mean, I've kind of been thinking you should be more aggressive, but I don't want to, like, tempt you into playing something you're not comfortable with playing. If I were playing in your position, I would probably be more aggressive with the Host Eagle, especially, especially now that my frog tokens are all tapped. Like, this is your chance to, like, swoop into Kelp Cavern or
So
something.
Can I still do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So yeah, let's attack.
Attack the site.
Yeah. No, attack.
Oh, you want to attack him?
Yeah, I want to get rid of him.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. And my plan. Oh, wow. Actually, this was really well orchestrated, but not. So my thought was like, he's safe because I've got a big blocker here. But then you distracted my blocker over there, sacrificed your plumed Pegasus. So yeah, they trade. It's good. Yeah, that sucks. Now my frogs are just back to being 0. Nobody's. Oh, and you want to know the other good thing about what you just did is now my Saruman Hydra doesn't have a site to attack next turn because it can't go to the bottomless pit or it'll die. So if I want to attack a site with my Hydra, I've got to come back and then That's some big brain plays you're making over there.
Look, I just be doing things.
All right. So you said pass, right?
In my defense, you're the one that was like, hey, you should attack this.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah, your turn.
Yeah, matter of fact, I mean, if you wanted to, you could trade the Palabury bats for the... Oh, no, you just played that eagle this turn. Never
Yeah.
mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will untap everything. Making a mess. Airborne is just... Man, they're really going to think I'm a noob. Airborne's just can't be targeted by attacks, right? It's not can't be targeted, surely. I don't know. How does Apple work? How do you search this for Airborne? Can I? Control F. Oops, that's not
I
it.
don't know.
Okay. It's towards the bottom. Ish. Airborne. Minions can be targeted by attacks. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Water that you so kindly brought down for me.
When taking a step, yep. This minion can move diagonally. This minion cannot be targeted by attacks. So it can be targeted, just not by attacks. Works for me. I finish untapping here. I will draw a spell for turn. Oh yeah, I put that there. Look at me go. Look at me go. Okay, I'm going to... So I got 6 mana. This is perfect. All right, I'm going to spend 3 mana to play a Brobdingnag Bullfrog.
Oh, I love that one.
Well, you're going to love him less when he eats your
I know.
hounds.
I know.
He swallows another target minion here. He carries it disabled in his belly until he leaves the realm. So.
I hated that frog because of that.
Yeah.
I think last time he swallowed my Palaberry bats, though.
That sounds right. Let's see. Okay, I would like to... Ooh. Yeah, that Cloud Spirit's got a lot of movement, so if I want to be able to block... I mean, those guys can... My frogs can chump block, which is kind of what they're there for, right? Nonetheless, I think I'm going to play my second Tufted Turtles right there with the other 3 mana. Yeah. And then...
Do these frogs still have the +1?
No.
Okay.
That was from Lord of Unland.
Okay. That's what I thought.
So no, they're 0 power again.
Okay.
But they can chump block, right? And by that I mean, say you were to attack here, I could block. Now I'm blocking with 0 power, but it negates the damage that would otherwise hit my site. And then I would lose my frog.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. My turn?
No.
No.
I've got things to
you
do.
still got things to do. You still gotta be mean.
A little bit. I'm going to move my Hydra. I'm going to... Yeah, you could be super mean and trade my Tufted Turtles, but I think I'm okay with that if you want to trade Airborne for non-Airborne. So I'm going to go ahead and attack there for 2. So now...
Fuck that.
Okay, so here's what you run into with that is his ability says the first time Tufted Turtles would take damage each turn, prevent that damage. So if you blocked just with the Palabury bats, I would deal Palabury bats 2 damage. Their 2 damage to me would be totally negated. So you have to block with 2 creatures, and then I'm gonna have to look up.
So I might not want to do that.
Well, only one of them would die.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm trying to think if... Well, no, either way, one of them would die. And I even... See, this is the thing. Like, I even remember looking this up last time. I think the rule is, like, so I'm thinking of how I would assign damage. I think, do I get to assign the damage or do you get to assign the damage? I think you get to assign the damage. I think the person receiving the damage always gets to. So you could. But either way, the Palaberry Bats is dying because I'm dealing. If you block with both, I'm dealing 2 to one and 2 to the other. Where am I? Hang on. No, that doesn't feel right at all. Defend. If the original target. Maybe he should only have 2 damage to deal in a fight at all. So maybe if you double block, neither of them have to die because you can choose to have the damage go to Host Eagle. That feels right to me, based on what I remember reading before. Any number of units may defend against a single enemy. The defending unit or units moves to the attack location, ready to join the fight. During this movement, a defending unit may use any of its movement abilities, such as airborne, burrowing, movement plus X, submerge, or void walk. If the original target of the attack was a unit, the defender's controller may decide if that unit remained in the fighter is removed. Yep. If the original target was a site, it's automatically removed. Yep. Yep, I knew that. Okay, so it's not in defend. Damage to minions. Damage dealt to minions persists until end of turn. A minion accumulates, greater damage. Multiple combatants. Here we go, hang on. If more than 2 units are involved in a fight, usually as a result of intercepting or defending, the controller of each side may allocate their unit's damage among the enemies as they wish. Okay, so I would assign my 2 damage. Works just like Magic does. So, yeah, I would only get to hit once, but I would hit the Palaberry Bats and kill it. And the Palaberry Bats damage wouldn't kill me, but then the Host Eagles would. So you'd be trading Palaberry Bats for Tufted Turtles. You would just also be spending the Host Eagle. You'd also have to move in either the Host Eagle or the Cloud Spirit to do it. And then you wouldn't take the 2 damage. So kind of your choices are take the 2 damage, chump block with something, meaning like put it in place of, in which case you would lose the minion and not kill my turtles, or double block, in which case you don't take the damage. You still lose a minion, but I also lose mine.
Okay, so this is where I'm going to ask, what would you do? Like,
what would I do?
You've played more than me.
I mean, not a whole lot.
Okay, but you've played like
sure. So the balance of power has shifted a little bit. Like I have just counting units. Bullfrog's so good because he's a body and a kill spell basically. I mean, not exactly, but he's a body and an answer basically. So if you just count bodies, and let's not even count my frog tokens, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bodies against your 1, 2, 3 bodies. So when you're down, when it's 5 on 3, 5 on 3 is better for the if you're the player in the minority. Like 5 versus 3 is better for you than 4 versus 2. Because you just kind of take it to the extremes. It makes sense, right? Like the extremes would be 2 versus 0. Like that's obviously really bad for the person with 0, and 10 versus 8. Well, that's like a pretty close fight. So like you want 5 versus 3 more than you want 4 versus 2. So it's it's probably not a good, and that's why I did it. That was the calculus I did in my head, was I'm going to attack here because she could trade with me. She could, Palaberry Bats for my Tufted Turtles, but I'm okay with that for 2 reasons. 1, because I have the board presence right now, and 2, because all of your units have airborne, so normally I can't kill them in combat. I can only kill them if they choose to defend. So I'm okay trading my non-airborne for your airborne, because your units typically are better.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll take the 2.
Just gonna take the 2, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's smart, and then you've got options. I will attack you here for 1 as well. Go ahead.
So, think I have, right? Yeah. Yeah, because you ate that guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If you kill a bullfrog, you get him back. Something to keep in mind.
So, a relic you can attach to something, right?
Correct.
So if tufted frogs.
You mean tufted turtles?
Yeah, tufted turtles.
Uh-huh.
That also includes if it attacks me.
If it would take damage. So if it would attack your avatar directly, yeah, because your avatar is going to deal one damage back to it.
But it can't attack my avatar. It can't attack this because this has airborne.
Correct.
Okay.
If you had like a free city, that would count as, or if you had a spell that did damage to it directly or something, that would count.
And I can just move this to your site without attacking your site.
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to play Devil's Egg and attach it to Cloud Spirit, and then I can move it there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you will
at the end of each turn, the controller of Devil's Egg site loses 1 egg, right? Or loses 1 egg. Loses 1 life. Yeah, that's exactly what you're supposed to do with Devil's Egg. And why it's in an airborne deck, because I can't... that you do tap to move, sorry.
Yeah, I meant to do that.
Yeah, it's difficult for me to do anything about it because he has airborne. So I'm just going to be taking 1 damage every turn. You doing anything else?
Can you explain to me when I would want to use this?
Sure.
Because I've been holding on to it for a while.
Okay, so perfect example, actually, right? You know, if you can kill the bullfrog, you get your guy back. But you can't do, and he couldn't move this turn because of summoning sickness, but you thinking in your head, like, probably best, especially because I'm already up on the board anyway, I don't really need him, and I don't want him to be out fighting because I don't want to risk him dying and you getting your hounds back. So I'm probably going to retreat, which is going to make things even harder for you. But if you played Blink right now, which you haven't played it, all you've played is 3, so you have the 2 left.
Yeah.
So what you'd want to do is you'd want to target, say, Host Eagle, because Host Eagle has enough to kill him. You would teleport him there. Teleporting doesn't tap because you're not using his move or move and attack basic abilities. It just teleports him here. So you teleport him there, and now he can attack the bullfrog all the same turn.
And if I'm attacking your thing, then you can't defend with something else, correct?
No, I could, but... Oh, and I guess... I mean, this would... But the thing is, this is... Because Lord of Unland is... I could. Yeah, actually, this token is what saves me in that. But if this token wasn't here, Host Eagle could come in and 3/3. But no, because you're right. Because you're... because I can defend, I would choose to defend. And like I was saying earlier, with defend, you can choose whether or not the original unit... If the original target of the attack was a unit, which in this case it would be, the defender's controller, me, may decide if that unit remains in the fight or is removed. If the original target was a site, it is automatically removed. So in this case, I could move in the frog to defend, and I can either choose to say bullfrog stays in the fight or bullfrog doesn't stay in the fight. So I could chump block for a turn. But here's the thing about that is, even if I chump block for a turn, I would have to... It still doesn't... Well, I can run away probably to more... I guess I could run over here, and then I would have more chump blockers. Because I was thinking, like, you'll get him next turn, but... No, you wouldn't. He's going to be hard to get. So it's this one frog that foiled your plans. Otherwise, I mean, he's tapped out, and...
All right. Well, I'm going to play that.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. It's also nice just because it draws you a card. Is the other benefit to it. So at the end of your turn, I'm going to take a damage from Devil's Egg. Untap all my dudes. That's cool. Man, that's pretty brutal. Man, I've drawn like all creatures this game. This deck is normally like half spells, half creatures. I just keep drawing minions, and yeah, it's really good. I see why. It's always about bodies. Okay. So we're gonna do a few things here. One, I am gonna run away the bullfrog to the free city.
Because you know I have Blink.
I am going to we'll just go ahead and start with the attacks. I'll swing for 2 there. One there. Two there. And then 6 there.
That
No.
puts me on death.
It does if you don't want to block, yeah. Which, totally up to you. You know, because you can still, I'm gonna have to get to your avatar, so you can block with them then. That is gonna be my turn. I will take another one from. Oh, I should hang on. Sorry. Well, I already said it. It's fine. I was gonna tap to draw a sight.
No, you can't.
Okay. Or should I? Nah, doesn't help me to flood anything right now. So. Okay, now you can go ahead. I took my damage from Devil's Egg. Oh, I forgot I had another minion to play. Oh. I set my hand down. This is what I mean when I say I'm bad at card games.
I forgot to untap that.
I drew a pretty good card this turn that I totally should have played, and I forgot I had it. But I'm definitely a little bit more of the if you're having fun, you're winning kind of mindset.
Yeah. So I would want to move this, right? Because you can attack.
True. Yeah, but I mean, you do have 2 defenders there.
Yeah, but I can't kill it. It's immune to non-lethal damage.
Yes.
So
all 3 of them would actually, something to think about. All 3 of them combined could deal 6 damage. See, 3 + 2 + 1. And that could kill the Hydra. Now, you'd lose 2 blockers to do that, and then you'd have no other... So I don't know what's in your hand. I don't know what you can do, but...
Okay.
You would have no other resources, but it would kill the Hydra. The problem is, then you'd have no blockers, and anything else could kill you.
Yeah. But if I play something my turn, then on your turn, I can use it to block, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to tap this and move it there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play Toothberries.
Neat. At the start of your turn, tap target nearby enemy. Oh. Oh. That's pretty good. Although that's kind of more of an aggressive thing than a defense. Like if I'm swinging out every turn anyway. Because it's at the start of your turn. If I'm swinging out anyway, there's not going to be anything left for you to tap. But it's a good aggressive card. It's interesting.
Look, I'm playing it because it's got 2.
Yeah,
and I kind of need everything I can. And
I get it. I'm on board. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, my go?
Yeah.
Oh, end of your turn. Take a damage from Devil's. This would have untapped too.
Oh, yeah.
which actually probably should have been swinging with that, because now
Yeah,
that
that's what I was saying, because these can,
I could have been chump blocking every turn.
yeah.
I'll go ahead and we'll assume you swung last turn and I chump blocked.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You're the best. I married you for a reason.
I'm the somethingest. I'm certainly the world's okayest husband.
World's best husband.
That's
Look,
interesting.
you drew me an Avatar of Air. You gave me a shiny squirrel card.
Yeah. Alrighty. We'll play Floodplain there. Once on my turn, I may flood an adjacent site this turn. Not relevant, because the only adjacent site is an undertow right now, and can't flood a site that's... Well, I suppose you could flood a site that's already water, but it just has no mechanical effect. That bottomless pit placement was very nice, because it really creates this bottleneck that I have to go around. I'm going to play the card I should have played last turn, Giant Shark. I didn't draw a card for this turn, did I? Wow, I'm out of it. I already skipped my draw phase. Okay, so here's what we're doing. First, I'm going to move him over so that he can add more chump blockers. I can't target any of your guys, so all I can actually do is move my Sarawan Hydra in there. Move my pufferfish. Move my 2 tufted turtles. On this path towards... you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Man, a rolling boulder could really ruin my day. Well, tufted turtles would live. You could hit the bullfrog over here, though. I just know there's a place at a rolling boulder in there, and I haven't taken one to the teeth yet. So,
It's got to be next, right?
it's got to be next. It's got to be. All in my turn. Go down to 9 from Devil's Egg.
Okay. No. But oh, I forgot to untap that. Okay. So I'm going to play that.
Whenever a weaker allied minion here is attacked, you may return it to its owner's hand. Cool. And he's 4 power, which is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna tap to attack. You're gonna block.
I will. Yep. I'll
Okay.
block.
And then I can tap to draw a land, right?
Tap to draw site. Yep.
Yeah.
She's played more games of Sorcery than Magic, actually. She's still calling it a land. It's kind of funny.
I've heard more about, I don't know. At this point, I probably heard more about Sorcery, but like when we were started dating, I heard more about Magic, and I watch you and your friends play Magic.
Yeah.
A lot more than Sorcery.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got over there?
Nothing. It's your turn.
Got any 7s? Let me think for just a second here. So it might be smarter. So here'd be my argument in favor of you attacking right now. all the stuff up there is tapped out, right? I have a giant shark back here, but he can't defend like my Hydra up there.
Yeah.
All my other stuff up there is tapped out, so I can't move in anything to defend my Hydra. And if you attack him, you get to pick. I mean, I guess that's true if you're defending too, but you'd get to pick exactly what 6 power you wanted to put together to kill him. And I wouldn't. I think the main case for why I think it's better for you to attack right now is because I don't have any way to move in extra blockers or do anything else. Like, you can for sure kill him.
Okay.
I mean, if I attack with him, it's going to be kind of the same. You can move in anything to defend. But you'd be moving stuff to this square to do it.
Yeah.
To this site to do it. Which maybe that's fine. Maybe it's not that big of a difference,
Okay.
but just like my instinct tells me it's better for you to attack while all of my guys are tapped out. That's just like my spidey sense.
Okay.
But I don't want to lead you down a path that...
So I should...
Because you were planning on trading for my hydrant.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
I'd attack with Tooth Fairies. And this...
Did you want to... So he has 6 power, so to
Yeah.
kill him, you'd have to
So-
put 6 power in front of
those
him.
2, and then the last one would be that one, but it wouldn't kill it, right?
Correct. So maybe you wait. If that's the way you want to do it, if you want to save the Witherwing, which makes sense because he's your biggest guy,
Yeah.
maybe you wait. Because with Sarawan, right, I'm going to want to attack... I'm probably going to want to attack your Avatar of Air, and if I do it, then you can do this 3-for-1 trade. Oh, no, you couldn't, because the Avatar of Air would have to stay in combat, and would have to stay in the fight, and if it did, I could choose to deal it damage. That's depressing. So I don't think there's a way for you to trade for the Sarawan Hydra without the Witherwing hero. You're going to have to pick...
Explain. Okay, I'm confused.
Okay, so the debate I was going through in my head, right, was like if you just leave up things to defend, next turn when I untap, I attack Avatar of Air directly.
But I thought I was attacking this one and getting rid of it.
I agree, but you can't do that with 5 power, which is all. If you don't want to commit Witherwing hero, you're only going to be 4. Oh, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
I can't count. Okay, that's just me being
That's why I
bad
was
at
so
math.
confused.
Well, I was, for some reason, 4 + 3 = 5. It's been a long week. That's not even a good excuse. I'm just bad at math. All right. So yeah, no, that totally works. Now I get to assign 6 damage. So basically I get to kill any 2 of your things. I think I leave you the Tooth Fairies are control. I was going to leave you the Tooth Fairies because the burrowing on the Palabury Bats has bitten me a few times. Yeah, I'll leave you with the Tooth Fairies. And the other 2 will die and we'll trade. Oh. Do you have another creature to play next turn?
No.
I might have just led you down a bad road. We can undo this if you want. Because now the problem is going to be, if I attack I'm going to attack your Avatar with my Pufferfish. And you'll either lose or have to block it with your Witherwing hero. And that's going to be a big feels bad.
But then my Withering Hero is doing his job.
Well...
He's being a hero. No, I don't know what that means.
Okay, hang on. Let's back up. Let's back things up a second. So this was here, right? Mm-hmm. You had those there. So, because of Withering Hero's ability, so we're backing up to when you played Withering Hero here. My argument is, I think if you're planning to attack, the thing to do is play Witherwing Hero here.
But I think, didn't I just play him so I can't use him yet?
You're not, so you don't, the thing is, you can't tap
Okay.
him, but you don't have to tap him to use that second ability.
Okay.
So the thing to do is play him on this square, and then do exactly what you did.
Okay. So I'm just putting him here.
Or is it weaker allied minion? Oh, is attacked, and I'm not attacking. So never mind. Okay, because of you actually, man, I should have just shut up from the beginning because you played it 100% correctly. Whenever a weaker allied minion here is attacked, you may return it to its owner's hand, which is better for you because, well, not really, because it's not going to give you. My hope was that you could return the Tooth Fairies to your hand, replay it this turn, and then have a blocker for the pufferfish. The issue is, I'm trying to figure out a way to keep you alive. The issue is that the tempo doesn't work out. If you wait to be attacked, then, you know, it's not your turn. You can't recast whatever minion you bounce. Okay, so we'll back up to here. You can, if you want to do the attack the same way you did, but I advised you to do that. And I don't know for sure that it's the best course of action, but I also don't see that you have an obviously better one.
Yeah,
so
I think that
you
we
want to do the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, if nothing else, it's still a learning experience
It
for
is.
me.
It is. It is.
I know it's getting late, and we gotta be up super
Yeah. Okay.
early.
Fair enough. We don't want to have too long of a video.
Yeah. Well, no, the video's fine.
So are you passing?
Yes.
Okay. I will go down to 8.
Right, because Blink wouldn't do me any good with any of that, right?
It would draw you a card.
Yeah, but I don't want to move anyone. I don't want to move that to one of my places. Not that it.
You know, it's a real crying shame that Avatar of Air doesn't have Airborne, because you could just, if she did, you could just put her on the bottomless pit and laugh all day at me not being able to. That's probably why they didn't. I mean, why not move your Cloud Spirit, actually? Why not just play Blink, move your Cloud Spirit here? It has Airborne. I still can't attack it with anything. And then next turn you could just go right back to attacking this. It would make no difference. And then you would get to draw a card, and maybe that card will save you.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do that.
Blink it there. Draw a card. Because, right, you had 6 mana, you spent 4 on Withering Hero, you had 2 left for Blink. Yeah, I suppose it's not going to save you if I'm able to. Well, I don't think I can kill. I can't kill you next turn, but you're going to have to block my pufferfish with your Withering Hero, which is a big feels bad.
But it'll get rid of your pufferfish.
It will, yes. We'll get rid of my pufferfish. Oh, no, I took one at the end of your turn, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did.
I think so.
I'll take another one. Just be safe. I don't want anybody in the comments being like, this guy. Just mean to his wife.
I mean,
Let's see here.
I'm joking.
Untap this. Rude. I mean... Oh, actually, that's real mean to that poor Cloud Spirit. Oh, man. Okay, so when I baited you into moving your Cloud Spirit there, I did not know I was going to draw a Mariner's Curse. I'm just the rudest boy of all time. Okay. Because I could... You know, what I could do is, like, play Mariner's Curse there, and then when you went back to attack over here, it would submerge your Cloud Spirit and return this to my hand. And you're kind of disincentivized from attacking here because I do have a blocker here.
Yeah.
So that was rude of me, but I didn't know I was going to draw that card. Let's start with this. I'm going to attack your Avatar.
Okay.
And I'll trade. And I'm going to move in both of my Tufted Turtles. I have to imagine those Tufted Turtles are going to get the job done. Oh, you know what? My bait was worse because he has a triggered ability that should have triggered when you blinked. Because this says whenever another unit moves between sites in this body of water, giant shark moves to that unit to fight it. And it's not... You're not targeting it with an attack specifically, so I don't think the airborne would have saved it either. But I missed the trigger, so this has just been an awful... this has been a showcase of me not being very good at the game. But that's kind of honestly what I wanted it to be in a way. I think this is probably actually a heavy plurality, if not majority, of what sorcery gameplay looks like. But I think most of the videos online are probably more the like polished kind of meta game, competitive, this and that. So maybe this will still be useful. So yeah, I missed the trigger.
Sucks to be you.
It does suck to be me. I guess I will play the Mariner's Curse there.
So that just means I can't move, right?
You could move, just not to a water site. So this is whenever a minion enters an affected water site, submerge it in return. So the only two, it's affecting all 4 of these sites, and only these 2 are water. Okay. So if you move there, it does nothing.
Yeah. And it wouldn't... But as long as they stay on your site, you still lose 1.
Correct.
Okay.
And I can't attack it, so
yeah,
you're just losing out. And if my giant shark were to go away... it's kind of babysitting you right now because I don't think I'm going to need it to finish you off. But if it did run away, you could just attack that site.
Yeah.
Have a chump blocker, but...
Yeah.
I will... Oh, actually. Well, he has airborne and lots of movement, so he could move away.
Yeah, he can move +2, can't he?
Yeah, so and actually as airborne, I was just thinking that. So that'd be 1, 2, 3. You could attack there, and it wouldn't trigger Mariner's Curse. And clear over here, I wouldn't even be able... I guess... No, I couldn't intercept. Could I intercept? Can you intercept a airborne? I don't... Because airborne really only cares about... I don't think airborne cares about interception. So I might be able to intercept him. Oh, and can only be intercepted by units if they have airborne range. So no, that's totally legal. You could next turn 1, 2, 3 attack clear over here. My bullfrog couldn't. Yeah, that cloud spirit's a fierce little dude.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm just playing footsie with you.
I'm gonna... I don't want to look up how... I think Giant Shark can... I think his second ability can fight an airborne unit. And if it could, I would use this to flood that body of water to prevent that little tactic. But I don't know. And the game's gone on long enough. I'm going to draw a sight and pass my turn.
Okay. So I'm going to untap, untap, and untap. Draw a card.
Did you find yourself a way out? So the problem is the tufted turtles really have a good way around that. It will mess up a lot of... Oh, yeah? Can you cast both, though, this turn?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's a one or the other.
Yeah.
Ah, that's rough. Okay, hang on, though. Hang on. I've got it. You're fine. You're out. Because here's what you do. No, you need the blink back kind of. Well, no, you wouldn't, because you could just roll the boulder.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah. No, there's a way out. I know that there's a way out. It's just, I was trying to get it to where you'd roll the boulder this way. Mm-hmm. You're not going to be able to do that. You're going to have to roll the boulder just there. You're going to have to give the boulder to Avatar of Air. You're going to have to use the Tooth Fairies. You're going to have to sacrifice the Tooth Fairies to kind of like take the shield off of one of the tufted turtles, right? And then when you roll the boulder, it'll kill the one that had the shield taken off, and then it'll take the shield off the other one. And then you can move Cloud Spirit in, although that would suck because then the Devil's Egg would be on you. But Devil's Egg doesn't do anything to you.
No, because I'm on Death's Door.
So you would have to move the Cloud Spirit back and kill the other tufted turtles, which would also kill your Cloud Spirit. So then that kind of sucks because it would leave you with no minions and you'd have a giant shark coming at you.
But then the next turn I get to play this.
This is true, but that can't deal with the giant shark by itself. But it buys you time.
Yeah.
Importantly, that does buy you time. Yeah. I think that's your way out, though.
Okay.
That I see.
So she's gonna throw.
I would not do that first because if you do that first,
yes.
So Tooth Fairies to knock off one of the shields.
Yeah.
Tooth Fairies will die. Now you play the Rolling Boulder because you didn't want the Rolling Boulder to kill the. So yeah, you'll play it equipped to Avatar of Air, and then you'll have it taps. Yeah. Units you have tap, give Rolling Boulder a push. So you tap it, give Rolling Boulder a push. It kills one of them.
And then Cloud Spirit.
And Cloud Spirit with Deviled Egg can. Oh, and I should have. The end of my shirt.
Right here.
Got to lose one.
Comes in and does the other one.
Yep.
Right.
So then they trade. Nice.
Okay.
Which buys you a turn. For sure. Oh, and Giant Shark is waterbound. That really kind of sucks. Okay. So I can't use my Giant Shark to go get your Avatar either. Wow. Okay, my turn? I go down to 5. Well.
Did you get the one that explodes everything? No, that's not in this deck.
No, I don't have a Creator Eyes. I have something kind of funnier. I can play Spring River, which has a Genesis ability of I can look at my next spell, and I may put it on the bottom of my deck. Yeah, I'll keep it on top. And now I get to cast one of my favorite cards in the whole game that I've never gotten to cast before, actually, because it's unique. It doesn't come up that much.
You're going to be so mean, aren't you?
A little bit. Definitely a little bit. I'm going to spend all 8 of my mana to cast the Great One. Oh my God. He has 16 power, and his Genesis ability is that he permanently floods the entire realm, including voids. So they're all water sites now, so the fact that he's waterbound isn't going to hold him back. And I'm going to move up one, because all the sites are flooded.
Oh my goodness.
Everything's a water site now.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what you're going to do about a 16 power creature. That's going to be...
No.
You just have to find a way to kill me before it gets to you.
Yeah. Okay. Are you done?
Yeah. I'll go down to 4.
No, you won't.
At the end of my turn.
No.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably.
I should have untapped that.
Probably took one too many damage from it. That's okay. We're having a nice time.
Okay.
We are having a nice time. Great Old One is so cool. Look, I mean, it's just fantastic art.
Well, I'm gonna tap her.
Such a cool take on like a kraken kind of octopus, rocky shark looking thing that just. I love it. He has like a serrated tentacle kind of.
Yeah. Okay, so.
A needle pulling thread.
Hang on, because I might not want to play that. No, I'm going to have to play it.
Oh, Cloud City. You're going to run.
Because if Shark moves here, then that uses his turn, so he can't use his turn to pick these up.
Correct.
Okay.
Is correctamundo.
But I could play both of these here. And if he attacked me, he would die. Like, I'd lose both of mine.
You know what? Can you put your... Oh, I don't even want to give you the idea. I think can you just put your Avatar of Air in Cloud City and then move Cloud City here, and then I've got to go all the way back around?
That was kind of my plan.
Oh, my goodness. So much for an early night.
That was kind of my plan. Guess what?
I love it.
You're going to go all the way back around, and then we just move back here.
No, it's awesome.
So we're just going to bounce back and forth.
Well, I'll just...
No, you would put a sight there.
Oh, and I'd put 2 minions on each.
Oh.
I'd put a minion on either side of the... This untapped right at the beginning of your turn. Oh, no, you had to tap it to play a sight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the problem is, seeing that coming, I'm going to be able to just play a sight on square 15. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
like, I can draw a sight for turn, shut that down, because I already have... I don't need... I don't think I need another spell. I have...
But these together could take that out, right?
That is a problem, I will admit.
So we're going to do that.
You have enough to go... Yeah, 7. Yeah, you're
Wait,
basically 7.
no, I can't play them both on one turn.
Well, you have 7, right?
No, I need 9.
Oh, yeah, I was... I thought... I was looking at the power and thought that... Yeah, you can't play them both on one turn. Play either or. But you don't really need... You could... I mean, why not just play them, like, back a little more? You don't need them to... Right?
I don't want your Shark to pick these up and then throw the boulder at.
Well, but again, it's going to take 2 turns. So if you play it there now, I move here, then you'll get another turn where... You know what I mean? And here's the thing. It's actually... To do the boulder, I would have to move, pick up the boulder, and then the third turn, tap to roll it.
So
Or no, boulder doesn't require you to pick it up because it's just units here have, yeah. Okay, I'm a liar. So 2 turns. So if we game it out, I move here, and then next turn, I could throw the boulder. I mean, how's... Okay, let me think about this. So both of those are airborne, right?
Yeah.
So you play one on the bottomless pit this turn. Then I untap and move here. Oh, it doesn't help. Well, but you're going to be gone with your Avatar of Air anyway. So if I pick, I mean, right, so let's game this out. I tap here to move this turn. You play one of them there. Your next turn, or no, that same turn, so you untap everything, you play him there, you move there. Oh, yeah, okay, the next turn, and then rolling boulder, that's a problem. You don't quite have the tempo. That was rough.
So there's really no way to avoid it.
Not that I see. Great Old One is an insane top deck. I mean, what are the chances? My top decks all game have been kind of insane. I don't think I've drawn a single, like, magic. And they've all been, these are all spells, but they're all minions. Like, oh no, I drew Mariner's Curse. But I bottomed a Riptide out of my opening hand.
Well, and this one isn't even the one that's
the giant shark is the giant shark's going to kill you first. But I mean, if it doesn't, the great old one's going to kill you a turn later.
Yeah, and my own boulder.
Well, yeah, because you're not going to be able to move the clouds. You're never going to get to move the Cloud City. I'll be honest with you, because beginning of my turn, I'm going to draw a site, and then I'm going to immediately play one on 15. So that Cloud City's never moving.
No.
No, I think you're just SOL. But I mean, you can chump. Like that's the move, I guess, to buy yourself a turn. It's chump block.
We'll play that.
Okay. My go.
Yep.
Not taking one from little deviled eggs over there. Yeah. Draw site for turn. Oh, wow. Wow. This is such a mean top deck. I'm going to play an Undertow. Undertow has a Genesis ability. Staying within this body of water, move target unit 1 step. Because Great One flooded the entire realm, the whole realm is my body of water. And I don't have to move it in any particular direction. I can just move it any 1 step. And it's a unit, not a minion. Unit includes avatar, so I'm going to move your avatar there. Oh, you can still block. You're fine. I'm going to attack your avatar directly. Yep. And it dies. And then move Great Old One up. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, so untap.
And you have the chance to do a really funny thing here, but
yeah, I'm gonna throw the boulder at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I should have.
Or can I? Okay, can I pick the boulder up now?
So it's actually, because of the way, you don't have to pick it up.
Okay.
Because the boulder text just says units here have.
Okay.
So it's not quite like the trebuchet and stuff.
Okay.
It's a little bit different. Just any unit there can.
I just give you a push.
Yep. You go on. So you have to. You do have to tap your avatar to do that. So it's units here have tap. So tap your avatar. It goes. I take 4. This has 4 damage marked. This will have 4 damage marked. Neither of which is lethal. Play him there. Oh, he has charge. Do you remember what charge does?
Oh, so I can attack this and kill it?
Yes. It would also kill your hippogriffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna die anyway.
Okay. Take the shark with you.
Yeah.
I like it. My go?
Yeah.
Untap. Oh, actually, I could kill you with your own rolling boulder. That'd be even funnier. I'll draw for turn.
Might as well use your big guy.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good game.
Good game.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
All right. We do have to be up early. God, I do love this. Might be actually my favorite card, and just like art and the art in it is a 9.9 out of 10. The fact that it just has every ability, I love the card.
Yeah, that's why I have 2 of them, right? Just 2.
Yeah, it's an elite, so you.
Yeah, just 2. But I drew both of them.
You did draw both of them. I just really like that card a lot. Oh, Skirmishers of You would have been great.
More Tooth Fairies. Ooh, Chain Lightning. I like Chain Lightning. More hippogriffs. Are we done recording?
Yeah, I think we'll wrap the video up there. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
It didn't turn off.